I've been struggling to wrap my head around how no one, not a single person, helped him. Everyone watched and 2 other men assisted. I have to think after 2020, I thought there was a shift. I thought a shift happened. That Black lives are not for your disposal. That Black lives are not up for grabs. Now we're here 3 years later with a cop mayor. How did we get here? How did we get here? How did we get here? It pains me so much. The other day I was riding the subway at 3 a.m. and every single station I saw a displaced Black person, and it hurt me because I know that this is their home.
Yes.
Why do we have to live in constant fear that the next step we take might be our last? White people, your allyship does not begin nor end with a repost. What are you doing in your career field? What are you doing to uplift the Black and brown people that you work with? What are you doing for us in the spaces you have taken over that is our home? You don't see me going to Kansas and moving you from your household.
Talk about it.
We have to do better. We have to do better. We have to do better. For all Black and brown communities, for all Black and brown people, for our people killed by white supremacy, we have to do better. If we have to.
Y'all, please give it up for Kiwi. Y'all make some noise.
No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! Fuck these racist ass police! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! Fuck these racist ass police!
I said no justice.
No peace!
I said no justice.
No peace!
I said no justice.
No peace!
We said abolish it.
Police!
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 Black lives.
Matter!
Black lives. Black families. Black families. Black families. Black families. Black families. New York City, we are outside today. New York City, we have come together to honor, to get justice, to speak his name. Justice for Jordan Neely. 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 Right. And as we are standing here today, we are standing outside. We already know we reject Eric Adams. We reject Eric Adams. We reject Eric Adams. Yes. Yes. Fuck Eric Adams. Well, let the people say. Let the people say. Let the people say. Hey, Ishaka. Didi Alamos. And then it's the word out today.
Fuck Eric Adams. Fuck Eric Adams.
All
Fuck
right.
Eric Adams. Fuck
Thank you. Thank you, family.
Yeah.
We're gonna really get into the root of this issue. It is not just Eric Adams. It is our responsibility to protect the people in New York. It is our responsibility to care and provide for one another. Eric Adams was not on that train car. The NYPD, you know, as much as they're paid, they are overpaid, overcrowded, and none of them were on that train. It is not by accident. The people on the train. Okay, sorry about that. The people on the train had a responsibility. The people, the community on the train had a responsibility. They had an obligation to Jordan Neely. That individual was asking for food to eat. It is not a crime to be hungry, but it is a crime to ignore and to murder, to execute someone in need. It is heartbreaking. For 15 minutes, can you imagine being choked? Can you imagine being attacked for 15 minutes while people recorded? There was no way for Jordan Neely to even utter, "I can't breathe," because two individuals, we're going to call them accomplices of murder, because that's who they were. They were accomplices of murder. We will name them as such. They put their entire weight so that they could be an anchor, so that Jordan could not move their hands. They could not clutch to protect their own throats. Their feet were being sat on by a very adult human being. The politics of this are not only dangerous, they are inhumane. Inhumane! It is inhumane! It is 2023! May 1st was Mental Health Crisis Month. It was the beginning! And they killed someone on May 1st. What shame! What shame! So we will hold everyone accountable.
Right.
The community will be held accountable.
Yes.
Because for 15 minutes, the train doors opened and closed. People came in, they watched, and they kept going. Can you imagine? The police weren't called, because you know they love to call the police on black people. They love to call the police. Y'all are too loud. Y'all are too black. Y'all are too joyful. Y'all are taking up too much space. We will take up space today. We're going to take up some space today because it is time. There is no reason why that young human should have been murdered. And as a community, we almost didn't find out about it. As a community, the NYPD would have silenced this murder. They would have covered up this murder. They would have made sure that no one knew who Jordan Neely was. And this is who our very own community have elected into office. Let me tell y'all something. I'm going to get so real in this moment. Can I get real with y'all?
Yeah!
All right.
Yes!
All right. Everyone has been asking for so every day. Oh my God, how did Eric Adams become mayor? How did Eric Adams get into office? He got into office because the people in the city of New York voted for Eric Adams. They voted for Eric Adams. The people who voted for Eric Adams, they were not in the streets the entire summer of 2020. They were not protesting in summer 2020. They were not advocating to defund the police each other. They're protecting their interests, protecting their principle, protecting their capital, protecting white supremacy. We must name it as such. And it is for that reason, this inhumane, this incompetent, now we have to call them a leader, not my leader.
Nope.
Not my mayor.
Not my mayor.
Not my mayor.
Not my mayor.
Not my mayor. For Eric Adams to go on CNN and say, he was asked, do you feel, right, that this was just? That someone can literally take the life of someone else on this train? That you could murder someone? And he said every situation is different. Wow. So think about it, family. Think about it. Think about it. What if this was a black trans woman that had been hungry?
Oh.
Right? They would have literally tortured her. They probably would have been more to her. Probably tried to rip her hair off, everything. To not only degrade her, but to dehumanize her. What if this was a black child? Jordan Indy was a child. I don't know how old Jordan was, but they were a baby in our community.
Dirty.
They were a baby in our community. They deserve to live.
Yes.
They were already, let me tell you something. They were already a survivor.
Yes.
A lot of people may not know this, but we're going to share this. Jordan Neely's mother was murdered as well.
Oh.
Can we fathom this? So when we see someone experiencing mental health crisis, and you are bothered, you are burdened, you are troubled by their existence, I need you to let me get up close. You must do better. You must do better, because that individual is a survivor. You know what they went through. You know what mountains they have had to climb. You know what they have had to sacrifice. A lot of us may be one check away from being unhoused. A lot of us could be one check away from being hungry. A lot of us could be one EBT card away from being needy.
Yes.
Am I talking to anybody in here? All right now. It is not a crime for someone to be hungry.
Yes.
But it is a crime to murder someone. It is a crime to murder. Eric Adams, we will hold you accountable. In this moment, I'm so sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry. Eric Adams, you must step down. You
Fuck Eric Adams! 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 Fuck Eric Adams!
So let me tell y'all something.
Okay.
When we leave from this place today, we have an obligation. We have a responsibility. New York City only runs when we run. New York City operates because we make it operate. The NYPD will never operate our city. That is what they intend to do. If you can believe it or not, people have been outraged for the last few months because when this budget came out, they are intending to close down and strip away budget money for New York City public libraries. Can you imagine? Can you imagine?
Give it to the cops instead. For the
Jordan Neely
overtime.
might have been an active client and a community member that patroned New York City Public Library. My sibling just said it right now. We need safe spaces, but the NYPD is working to strip away, to commandeer,
right.
to remove any safe space.
Tell them. They want it for their overtime.
They will take away our safe spaces. So we're going to take to the streets today.
Yes.
We're going to take it to the street every day this summer.
Yes.
If y'all thought that this is going to be a hot girl summer, yes it will. We'll be some hot protesters. We'll be out in the streets. We'll disrupt until there is justice in New York City.
No justice, no peace. That's right.
Lastly, I just want to say, honestly, the reality is that the people, you all have the power to change.
That's right.
You all have the power to make a change, to continue it happening in our city. The reality is Jordan Neely could have been any one of us.
Yes.
Jordan Neely could have been any one of us.
Yes.
Could have been queer, could have been black, could have been Latino, could have been indigenous, could have been simply a human being. A human being. And that human being was murdered and choked to death by a civilian. And the NYPD let them go. Let them go. Mayor Eric Adams said on CNN in front of the entire world that it is okay, right, for people to assist the police officers.
Yo. Fuck him.
So, when Eric Adams goes to vote, because you already know he's going to claim for re-election.
Nah.
What are we going to do when he
Take
goes
him
for
out.
re-election?
Get him out.
What are we going to do?
Get him out.
What are we going to do?
Get him out.
What are we going to do?
Get him out.
What are we going to do?
Get him out.
All right.
Get him out.
I want us to all keep the same energy. I want y'all to remember today, as we march, because honey, we're marching all day.
Yes.
I don't know about y'all. Y'all tired?
No.
No. We marching all day. Yes. We're going to shut this city down. We will get justice for Jordan Neely. This individual will be brought to justice.
Yes. Yes.
Must be brought to justice. And the two accomplices of murder, they must also face the same penalty. The NYPD, let me tell y'all again, the narrative of the media, Malcolm X said it best, the media will turn the survivor into a criminal.
Yes.
And the criminals truly are the police.
Yes.
And so that is our reality. But the police, they leaked the arrest record, the arrest history of Jordan Neely.
Of course they did.
Can you imagine? They released their name.
Hey.
But the very individual that murdered him, they protected.
They protect killers.
Oh.
Killer
They took the
cops.
community to do a little CPI work, private investigation. The community said, you know what? The NYPD won't do their job. We will.
That's
we will
right.
find this murderer. We will bring them to justice.
Yes.
And we will have peace for New York City. We will have peace for New York City. We must have peace for New York City. Thank you, everybody.
Black lives, they matter here. They matter here. Black lives, 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 they matter here. I can't hear you. Black lives, they matter here. 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 I'm Reverend Mark Johnson. Black lives, they matter here. Black lives, they matter here. Black lives, they matter here. They matter here. Black lives, 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 they matter here.
Black lives, they matter here.
Black lives, they matter here.
Black lives, they matter here.
Black lives, they matter
Respectfully, I don't believe that. When we take out to the streets today, family, when we take out to the streets,